Neshoba, Lauderdale, Jones, Scott, and Smith, Winston, Leak, you better act right. Don't drive slow and be wild at night, 'cause you need to know that if you do, that Scotty Ray is watching you. He's everywhere, he's everywhere. That man is faster than a scalded cat. If you do something dumb, then you better run with haste. Scotty Ray's at a wreck before it ever takes place.
Yeah, good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. Off to the races we go with Odie. And how you feel?
Jokes early this morning, you know.
Just sometimes they fit.
It's a Monday, and yes, RW, we're dressed in blue.
This is one of them shirts I've had forever. It still wears good. I hadn't decided to get rid of it just yet.
I hadn't worn this one in a while. It was next in line. Reached in, grabbed it up, and here we are.
Yep. We don't have one of those fancy things, you know, like they used to do on The Price is Right, where somebody picked up Bob's
wardrobe?
clothes. Yeah, we don't have those.
Where you just show up to work in shorts and a t-shirt.
And they hand it to you.
Yeah, they hand it.
Yeah, we ain't got that yet. And our makeup artists, we're working on that also.
I take a lot of makeup.
Can't hide ugly, folks.
We're just working on the staff.
We do hope your morning is well. 66, as we mentioned, today's high.
Yes.
Will get kind of warm, 91, but after today, all that changes. It's going to be dropping to the mid-80s for the remainder of the week. It's great weather in store for us. It'll be those mornings when you get up, you know, when you can take in air and it feels good. Humidity will be down. It'll be wonderful, y'all.
Can breathe without having to cut it before you go outside.
Yep.
Man.
You didn't fill me in on this. You're a big fan of these Kansas City Chief folks, the head coach and them keeping all this under wraps.
Yeah, that's the first I've seen of this, too.
Somebody shot at his office about a year and a half ago, and they didn't tell nobody.
Sure didn't.
I've heard of that.
They thought what's her name was in there.
Who's that? Oh, T-Girl?
Yeah.
But they're still investigating it, I guess, at this point. But they just didn't want that out. I guess they won't panic. And no one got hurt, so they kept it on the down low, as some say.
15 months ago.
That's a long time ago. Somebody done a leak.
Oops, it got out.
Yeah, that does happen there. Let's see here. National Guard of Chicago, I talked about that a minute ago. Do y'all think this needs to expand to cities across America that crime has gotten to where you're kind of scared to walk out your door? I think citizens across the U.S. agree with that.
There was a lady, and there's something in Chicago called changing color to red or something like that, but you got a lot of people who are coming out, and they're saying what's going on and crime-wise is not what the city of Chicago wants, and these people are fed up. And yeah, you hear the mayor going, "No, we don't want this. This is not right." But you've got the citizens going, "If our city can't do it, then yeah, we need some help getting this handled, and then get out of the way and let the city." We needed it here
4 years ago, didn't we?
I think we got our own National Guard just come up in here.
It's really a turn of events as we look at these things to where 4 years ago, over the last 4 years, it's been high increased crime. Then you start seeing police again, and crime starts going down. No, we're not saying it's over here, but boy, it sure deters people. You see enough police, you think, maybe I shouldn't do this.
Well, I mean,
it's like remember the stink eye you get in church when you done something wrong from your mama?
Oh.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Stink eye.
You didn't have to say nothing.
No, that's right.
You just had that look. We're getting reports of 47 degrees in Iowa.
Stick your tongue out at him, Odie.
Yeah.
That was not nice to say that to us. 47 would be perfect.
Yes,
I don't like it any lower than that because I have to really...
Well, no, I like that little snap every now and then, but, 65, perfect.
That's kind of like when you go to Tennessee and you go up into Gatlinburg area, those 65 days. Yeah. That's if you could pick the perfect climate, 65 would be about it. I hear tell is out in California parts of that, they don't even have air conditioning. They don't need it.
I tell you, we got down.
Try that here and see what happens.
We got down to about 70 degrees last weekend down in Pelham, and you hit that thermocline about 35 feet. It got a little chilly, but it wasn't too bad. But then we hit that 70 mark, and Amy looked at me, and you could see her eyes got about that big underwater. And she looked at me, and she's like, She stayed there for a minute. She said, "I'm gonna go up a level." It was cold. I can't remember what it was, like 58.
Well, the odds of me ever finding that out are slim, Odie. You just keep sending postcards and
you
letting
don't
us know.
have to swim. We've got a tank. We've got airbags. You'll be okay.
As we begin, and let me say this. This would occur last night. This is being investigated in Meridian. Now, there's, and again, let me stress the word investigated, because we don't know what really happened. Sometimes someone tells a story, and it doesn't, after police dig into it, it doesn't quite turn out to be what it was originally thought. But somewhere on South Frontage Road, as you go under the bridge there, which would be near Cookout in that area, we have a person that is claiming that they were assaulted and robbed. Again, it's being investigated. They were taken to a local hospital to be checked out. Well, sometimes with things like this, it ends up being that somebody had an argument and they knew them, and it really wasn't. It was a squabble. We don't know. But that is being investigated as we speak as to what really went on there. That is the claim at this point. And so as we get more information on that, we'll pass that along to you.
Will insurance cover that as a loss?
Depends on how much you had, I guess.
You know,
The 17 cents I've got in my pocket right now might not be
They're
covered.
going to look at you and laugh.
We also had another incident last night that we'll say is the car is missing. I'll say that.
Uh-oh.
We and again, I don't have all the details, but I'll give you what we know at this point. Someone called in that their car was stolen. That does happen. It was a rental car, and it got borrowed from them after they had invited somebody over they had met online. Two females came over, and when they
Somebody
left,
had to get them home.
they borrowed the car of the guy they went to see. And the funny part is, and I don't understand everything that you ever know and not really know what you know. Somehow or another, the tires were low on the car, and before that, a cop had pulled over to a lady and said, "Hey, your tire's low." And it turned out that was the female who borrowed it, and it had not been reported at that point. That he was just being a nice guy. "Hey, your tire's low."
Yeah.
And ended up she's the one who borrowed the car. He'll probably get it back in a few hours. You know how things like that go. But
So here's what you should learn on that right there. As soon as you know your car's been taken, go ahead and call 911 and get a report, because we do have officers that are all over the city, everywhere. And the sooner you can get that information out, especially when it's got a flat tire, the sooner they can find your car.
well, let me.
Or either Avis's
Was
car.
the moral to the story about not inviting women over that you meet online? I thought that was the narrative of this.
Or either hide your key better.
Y'all be careful. There's folks that want to get in your home there.
Oh, yeah.
And no matter how nice they are, they will take things when they leave. Y'all be cautious. And with all, it's funny, but with all sincerity, y'all watch this online dating. You don't know who you're going to meet. They may seem nice the first four or five times you meet them in person.
You might want to take them to McDonald's a time or two.
They could be some booger bears. It's always best to bump into somebody that you know from a friend of a friend of a friend.
Hey, do they got that? What was that site that you talked about last week where all these women are getting on there looking for
The tea?
men? Tea.
The tea.
Well, do we have something like coffee for men to check on these women?
No.
Well, there's a business opportunity right there. Y'all watch out.
Y'all
Coffee's coming.
And I've hooked up a lot of people in dating. The problem is there's less men that are single than there are women. There's fewer men to choose from is what I'm getting at. And so those old boys, you can be ugly and still score big time here and get you a good wife out of it, because there's so few of them. Who's that now?
Lyle.
I don't know Lyle.
Yeah, the country singer.
Oh, Lyle, love it.
Love it. Even he has
It's a face only a mama could love.
Yeah, he's
Y'all
still
be
got
honest.
married to what's her name?
Wish she'd had a few drinks. He started looking better at closing time.
Didn't last. So she went to bed at 10 with a 2 with a 10 and woke up at 10 with a 2, huh?
That's about right.
So, okay.
Getting poor Mickey Gilly all confused so early in the morning.
Yeah.
But truthfully, there are less men out there. So if you're a lady looking for a husband, good luck to you, because it's a lot less of them out there. Hang in there. You'll find something. We'll be right back. More to talk about what's coming up at NorthCrest Baptist. All that's up and coming. They're going to teach you a lesson there.
Oh, look at that.
Meridian's favorite barbecue is Squealer's Barbecue, named the barbecue capital for the state of Mississippi. Whether it's barbecue, wings, or burgers, Squealer's simply has the best for a family environment. Every Thursday night, there's live music out on the porch. Takeout orders are welcome, and whether it's your next tailgate or large catering event, your friends at Squealer's are there to help. Drop in for lunch today or a night out on the town. Squealer's Barbecue, the best in fine barbecue.
At Pettit Jewelers in Philadelphia, Mississippi, trust Nicole with your priceless heirloom jewelry. With generations of refined expertise, she ensures your cherished pieces are meticulously cared for. Pettit Jewelers, Philadelphia.
J&J Tire Muffler, located at 3420 8th Street, invites you by. And if you need a front-end alignment, make sure to try their new state-of-the-art alignment machine. No matter the size of your truck and car, J&J can align it. J&J also has touch-free mounting, laser wheel balancing, and as always, they provide preventive maintenance, including CV axles, shocks, struts, brakes, with the largest selection of new and used tires, along with exhaust systems. Locally owned and operated since 1978 in Meridian. Welcome back. Odie, you're going to have to, if y'all pull your mics up kind of to the side of your drawings too. Move it over so they can see your face there. Put it to the side. There we go. Yeah, Caleb and Lee, they're all on this. NorthCrest Baptist Church in the house this morning as we learn what all of y'all got going on. Well, this is coming up on Wednesday?
This Wednesday, that's right. Yeah, so we're the host church at NorthCrest Baptist Church.
There you are.
There we go.
There you are.
I can see you now.
Yeah. But it's a Lauderdale Baptist Association event, and Lee's serving as our chairman. We have a committee that gets together and plans some events like this. But this is our 4th year of doing what we call the Awaken Conference, and it was kind of just dreamed up by a couple of us youth pastors in the county. We were having coffee and eating breakfast, and
got to give Kyle Crenshaw.
That's right. Got to give him a shout out. That's right.
There's the flyer on this, and this Awaken is what it's called.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. So it's been I believe it's been a huge success the past few years. This will be our 4th one we've had. We've seen somewhere around 500 teenagers show up.
So this is aimed at youth and bringing them in.
Yeah, and there's been a recent study that Barnard has come out with their Generation Z. And I know we're kind of getting on the end of Generation Z, but Generation Z is actually starting to have more gospel conversations than any other generation out there. And that's the reason for this. It's an evangelism conference, and where we are seeing multiple youth out there sharing the gospel with their friends.
So y'all are, and how many, is this a one-night event?
Yes, it'll be a one-night.
I was there last year, as a matter of fact.
I think you did come by last year. So this will be a one-night event. We try to do it around August when school starts back. We've pushed it back to the end of August so that we can promote it a little bit more in the schools, really trying to get people across the county to be in the house for that event. I know it's broadening. We've got some people coming from Union, I believe. We have people from Clarke County. Our neighboring counties are starting to come as well.
Open to anybody who wants to come to this event.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Now, so you mentioned something about this generation is starting to be more active. And right now we're still seeing like 45% of America go to church.
Right.
Do you see where this generation may change that and start bringing that number up to where we would like to see? Well, we'd like to see 100%, but to get up there 90%. I mean, that's a big number to jump to. But do you see that number rising with this new generation of staying in church more?
I do.
Their friends to church.
I do. Like I said, that this particular generation, you're seeing them be more outspoken. You see them want to know the truth. I mean, you see them. I know they've got a phone in their hand, but they are looking for the truth. And if they're given the truth, they want to share the truth. And it's been amazing to see these statistics come out now to prove it, that they are sharing their faith more than any other generation out there today.
Mm-hmm. So. Well, if you're out there looking for a good woman, not getting on Facebook, these dating sites, a church is a good place to start.
Absolutely. I think church would be
So y'all
the best
got a little
place to
dating
start.
service also going on the pew number 9?
I'm going to let Caleb handle that.
I'm going to say unintentional, maybe.
Now, you're the youth minister at NorthCrest.
That's correct.
And
yes.
so you do bump into a lot of folks. Now,
do.
let's just go into this dating service thing. Is it harder? What are the ages that is harder to fill? I'm finding somewhere around that mid-40s. That's getting tough to find that lady.
That's when your true appearance comes out. You got to hook them well before then.
They're not wanting to comment.
Yeah. I think
Caleb, how long have you been married?
I've been married 14 years in October.
He's getting on up there.
See?
And Lee, I know me and you worked together. Up to, how many years has it been for you?
Married?
Yes.
It'll be 22 years this Saturday.
I got all y'all.
Wow.
Well, congratulations early on that.
Yeah.
You gonna keep her?
I think so.
After 22, I guess you would.
She actually, I believe she babysat your children at one point.
Probably so.
So-
I've been married, y'all. Come November, it's gonna be.
You might want to get that right.
It'll be 35 years in.
She's used to it.
Wow.
She tries to forget. She's got me.
She'd have been out too.
She'll go to the store and try to leave me. But so much goes on with this, and we joke about dating at church. But truthfully, some good folks are there. And you always heard about that of going to church to find a wife. You can date a lot of folks, but boy, that's a good place to start. Now, I ain't making no guarantees. But
Well,
it's a
no,
good
yeah,
place
you
to
can't
start.
do it. But yeah.
But this is one of the big events that's coming up here with the youth, and get your children. If you're watching this and you got kids, make sure they get involved in the church. Do that early. It changes the outcome of their lives.
You know, Scotty Ray, one of the things that we do when we get together and we try to come up with who we want to come and speak, Tom Richter is a fantastic speaker that gets to their level, and I'm not saying anything wrong with their level. It's just he knows how to speak to
It's an art to it.
Yeah,
that's right.
I've seen him speak at Extreme Winter up in Gatlinburg. Y'all were talking about Gatlinburg earlier.
Yeah.
But he is phenomenal. So I'm looking for great things.
Well, it boils down to this. It's like having a pastor that can reach his audience. It's a God-given talent to be able to do that. And when you define who your audience is, you can do so much to save people. And that's what this guy apparently has done, the way you're describing him.
Yes.
How do we get signed up for it? What goes on with this? Can anybody just walk in, or do you have to pre-register?
Because of the sponsorship through the Lauderdale Baptist Association, the event's free. So we don't charge admission. You don't have to sign up. You just show up. So the doors will open at NorthCrest for our worship center at 5:30 Wednesday. You'll have people there greeting you, from youth pastors to adult volunteers. We'll show you where to go. You'll go in, find your seat, and we'll get started around 6. Might have a few door prizes to kick it off. And so it's just a great night of fellowship. One thing I love about it with our students is I always challenge them going into this week. This was our 4th year doing it. I always challenge them with this. You go to school, sometimes we get a little scared to speak out on our faith. We don't know how the crowd will receive us, but it's a good reminder when you're sitting in a room with 500 plus teenagers who you go to school with, hey, we're in this thing together. You know, you talk about this generation. This generation is bold. It's just a matter of what they're bold about. And I believe a lot of them are getting bold about their faith. We've got kids who are doing devotionals. They're taking leadership roles at school to help be a light in places that can be dark. And
it can be.
So this week is really an encouragement to these students. This event is an encouragement to these students to, bring their lost friends to this event to hear the good news of the gospel, but also as they go back into their school, say, hey, we were just worshiping with these classmates in one place. So
they
we can
bring you together at school as a new friend. And
exactly.
Yeah, so
lock arms together.
So what is the age group that y'all really focusing on to come to this event?
We say youth groups. That varies from church to church. Somewhere between 6th grade to college is who we've invited in the past. Our church at NorthCrest, we do 7th grade through 12th grade for our student ministry. So that's who we'll bring, and then we invite our college ministry as well. I don't know about Midway.
It's the same.
Okay, yeah.
Good deal. I think that's awesome. For
another thing I want to do.
Foundation.
Sorry.
No, no, sir.
Another thing I do want to add, just prior to the worship service getting started, we're going to have a little meeting with all leaders of youth groups, kind of an encouragement for those. I know a lot of them are bivocational and not able to make our full-time youth pastor meetings and everything, so we want to kind of open something up to to all the youth leaders out there, just to kind of give them an encouragement as well.
Y'all hang on. I'm not done with y'all yet. We got some more questions coming up for y'all. On the way, we're going to tell you about some of these events that happened over the weekend. We had a Dollar General burglarized. Do you know about that?
No.
Yep. Took off with stuff that wasn't theirs. We're going to talk about that next. Y'all don't rush off.
Meridian's favorite bar.
If every time the wind blows, you get a little leery about a tree over your house, talk to my friends at Reed Tree Service. There's no reason to be worried about a tree crashing through your house. Mike Reed has years of experience dealing with trees. It can be as simple as having a limb removed or a tree that is just huge too close to your shop or house. It's not going to cost you anything to have Mike come out and give you an estimate. They're licensed and insured, taking care of East Mississippi and West Alabama. Reed Tree Service. Have tree, we'll travel. Garrett Outfitters on 8th Street is getting you ready for summertime. A large selection of cool hobo shirts. Maybe it's short sleeves. Maybe you need a pair of shorts. If you're going to be cutting grass or maybe riding a tractor this summer, you're going to need a straw hat to keep cool. And as you head to that favorite fishing hole, don't forget you'll need a pocket knife along with a great rod and reel. And if you earn your living in the woods, don't forget to check out their big selection of snake boots, Carhartt pants and shirts for any occasion. It's Garrett Outfitters, 3505 8th Street, Meridian. Welcome back. Your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. We did have a car chase over the weekend. This would begin, and it went several miles, and we had different speeds. At one point, we were running along at about 15, got up to 20, and then we finally made it to 8th Street, and then a little stretch there got up to 72.
Oh,
I'm moving
on the
now.
straightaway.
Then we'd take a ride on 49th, and we slowed back down to 20, and it got back on I-20, and we got up to speeds of 60. And then they made, what do you not do if you're on I-20 and you're trying to get to the College Park area? What's a no-no? This is a test. Any of y'all know over here?
Test of the emergency
You're on
light.
I-20, you're going along, and you think, man, I'd like to go up to College Park. What do you not do on the shortcut?
Oh, you don't go off on 49th where that railroad track is.
Correct,
That's for
because
sure.
there's always a train.
Yeah.
And yes, sir, our guy running from the law would find that out. Let's go to that magic beam footage there and just take a look here. This is the train tracks at 49th Avenue. Just behind this train is Budweiser. Right over here is the Lauderdale County Co-op. Let's hit play and see what happens. Here we go. Oh, there he goes. Boogie there, boogie there. He didn't have a choice. The train was blocking the tracks.
That don't go nowhere good neither.
Yeah, he would soon find that out. But he made a lot of flashy lights as the police went by. And believe it or not,
That's all of them, ain't it?
oh, we got some more still bringing up the rear, Odie. It ain't over yet. It was kind of like a mini Christmas parade.
Was he on live too?
He didn't do live. He was too busy trying to figure out how to drive the Camry. And at the end of this, he would have to bail out of the car. I think we got another cop back here in the back. They're kind of blocking things, checking it all out. But at the end of the day, he jumped out of the car and ran on foot. They know who he is, and he'll eventually be brought in. But he was making time through the bushes. As a matter of fact, I think he lived pretty close there. He just didn't go home that night.
Yeah, smarter than we thought, huh?
But again, if you're a criminal, never ever take the 49th Avenue exit. It just is not going to work out for you. We're just giving just a little bit of friendly advice there.
Just to help you out. Yeah.
It's like if you're on Highway 19 and you think, man, I'm going to take a shortcut over to the co-op.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down 65th. Don't
You're
do that.
not going to make it. It's going to be blocked. And I've even gotten off the interstate and said, oof, let me take this left by FedEx and come out. Yeah, that's blocked too.
We'll go down Arundel.
Yeah.
And it could be blocked at both ends.
Yeah. So we're just giving you friendly advice there.
We got some long trains that come through this area.
But let's go ahead and talk about the big one, the big car chase that would begin and go towards Clarke County. Now, the interesting thing about this is when we were trying to get to the scene there of the flashy lights everywhere on Highway 45, once they did make it there, was this guy was live during this.
On Facebook.
On Facebook. He was Facebook Live while driving. Over 6.8 million views so far. I'm not going to show it for one reason only. It's some language that that would make us all turn red.
Well, yeah, that poor passenger over there.
Let me out.
He could have at least said, "Look, let me hold the camera and you drive." And he didn't even do it.
He was scared to touch him.
I don't
Stop
think,
the car.
I don't
We're going
think
to
he'd
prison.
let go of nothing.
That was about the first 18 minutes as we recap what happened was we're going to prison, stop the car. He did not.
I'm going to die.
And that was truly, it is well worth watching it, and it has had tons and tons of views. The problem is the guy that made it is not going to be able to view it anytime soon.
No, they
He's
don't get in it.
behind bars. This is how it would all, and and I had several people going, well, how did the video end so abruptly? They run out of internet down in Clarke County. You know, there's areas of Clarke County, you just ain't got no service.
You don't get nothing.
And this is the place where there's no service. Many cops. What would happen was Clarke County deputies, as the Meridian Police Department Highway Patrol were involved in this, would jump in front. They use that old Crown Vic to slam on the brakes there.
I could hear the passenger now.
And it came to an end just like that. It's amazing how that works as we take a look here. A little video there of how it happens. There's the sheriff there. Highway Patrol on scene, Meridian Police Department. I almost thought I saw Chuck Roberts there for a second there, but I don't see him there.
I hope the passenger's all right because he was having a hard time.
I think he may have had some type of issue with his.
I bet his
when they ran
heart
his
was
record.
going.
I think he got also an escort somewhere.
Oh,
due to his past activities. Now, I think during that he was just a passenger in the car. Hey, have you two ever been in a car and wanted out real bad?
Besides when your wife drives.
I'm not getting anything out of it.
There was this one time where my daughter was young and had a little accident. But
A little accident.
You wanted brakes on your side of the car
Right.
too, huh?
I was not a part of this, but I'm told when I was in college, Where is Edwin at? Edwin was a driver, and he happened to have a spotlight on the seat. Remember those old LTDs? Y'all remember those? That
The big long ones?
Big long ones. And I
The
think
land yacht.
I want to say Edwin had just redone the engine in it, and he decided, hey, somebody throw the spotlight out the window. There's a state trooper. He didn't appreciate that too much. Rumor is Robbie was still going, stop the car!
That's bad.
Way back when. But and you get some time for doing this, of fleeing from the police. This is not like, okay, 30 days in jail. This is serious. So if you're on that edge of thinking, should I go or run? Should I stop? Just remember that. It's 5-ish? Up to 5-ish?
At least. Yeah. Vanessa, I hope you wasn't running for the police if you were on there live too.
Yeah, and I mean, you can go
Hopefully
in
not.
with the name of Earl and come out Earlene. We're trying to give you advice here of
The sleeping arrangements ain't what you used to.
No,
But I
sir.
don't know now. Some of y'all.
But use some common sense here. No one was hurt in either one of these chases.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, the one that was the first one I showed you, there was nobody on the road. It was just like road is clear, nobody's here. There were a few people involved in this, but even this one, I'll call this a low-speed pursuit of about 67 miles an hour. He was not really. He was just cruising at 60, 65, 60. I think he may have gotten up to 68 once.
So here's another PSA.
What's that? Drive faster?
Don't record yourself doing it and put it on Facebook Live. You just sealed
Verified.
the deal. You cannot get in a defense now. Every attorney you go to, talking about, can you get me off? He's going to look at you and go, nah. There's no chance. Hair smarter. But what have we always said? Common sense is a thing of the past.
Yeah, videoing yourself while doing things that may not be of the law is not good.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of other instances in my mind right now that I'll leave alone.
Oh, me.
We all know what those are. We'll be right back. We've got more coming up this morning. We'll talk about the DG, I promise, next here at the Scotty Ray Report. Let's face it, accidents are going to happen. If a deer jumps out in front of your car, go see my friends and professionals at Chet's Paint and Body Shop in Center Hill. Chet can help you navigate through this confusing world of insurance. by providing photo estimates to insurance companies and the right to choose the body shop of your choice. From a minor scratch to a major collision, Chet has you covered. Chet offers quality repairs by trained and certified technicians with a lifetime warranty on all repairs. That's Chet's Paint and Body Shop. Philadelphia Gun & Pawn, located at 910 Posey Avenue, has tons of lawnmowers to choose from. A big selection of zero-turn lawnmowers, power washers, and even barbecue grills. Step inside the store and see their complete line of Liberty safes along with those Browning safes. A large selection of Louis Vuitton purses along with satin shirts and bead sets. And tons to choose from for the outdoorsman in your household. And always a great deal on any type of jewelry you're looking for. And a private lobby for pawns for your confidentiality. Philadelphia Gun & Pawn.
Looking for a deal you can't pass up? Right now, drive off in a quality used car for just $299 down and only $299 a month here at Johnson Dodge Crosser Jeep Ram in Meridian. That's right, good reliable cars packed with features at a price you'll love. $299 down, $299 a month. Look, I'm not kidding. This is a real offer that our customers have taken advantage of for years now. Come see us today, Johnson Dodge Crosser Jeep Ram Meridian.
So a question for our studio audience here. How often do y'all go to the Dollar General? That's a pretty common thing, isn't it?
Quite often.
And I don't know when it happened that Dollar Generals, they're like rabbits. They
just pop up. Wait a minute, every time you see a mound of dirt, that's actually a Dollar General egg.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as it rains, it starts going. So you got to be careful.
They're everywhere.
We went to the beach one year, and we had to walk down a pier way down there, and Greg said, we is as close to Cuba as I'm ever going to go. And then he got upset because he said this is the farthest he's ever been, not past the Dollar General.
I can see that. Now, I started getting reports last night that there had been a possible robbery in the Center Hill area. That was not true. We had someone who shoplifted last night and needed some laundry detergent. And they ran into the Center Hill Dollar General with a big trash bag, filled it up, and ran out the door. And it was first reported that this was an armed robbery. It was not. It was simply shoplifting. Either way, it's not good to take what is not yours. And it's becoming more and more common in our areas. And if you happen to be in the area last night, 9-ish, a little after 9 p.m., 9:20-ish, in that area, and saw someone running down the road with a black garbage bag, looked like Santa Claus, trying to hold on to it, call the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department. They'd like to talk to them. Early Sunday morning, we had this issue out at Sandflat. We would have this store broken into. As usual, people want to take what is not theirs. And let me back out here and read the statement from the Sheriff's Department. Ward Calhoun said this morning at approximately 1:45 a.m., which would be Sunday morning, deputies were dispatched to the Dollar General located on Sandflat Loop Road for a burglary alarm. That's a tough one. Say that 10 times. Upon arrival, deputies found the front door glass had been broken, the building was cleared, and no one was found inside. But based upon surveillance video, a single black male wearing a gray hoodie and black pants made his entry into the business. Various tobacco products and electronic items were stolen. It's under investigation. Again, there's the telephone number of 855-485-8477. I need that button there where you can see it better. But that's the telephone number. If you were driving along, saw something that was suspicious, Sandflat Road, contact the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department. Folks like that need to be put in their place.
They really do. And that's part of bringing our city back. The police chief is doing everything possible, but the police can only do so much. They rely on the public to assist them. And if you see something, let them know and let them work it. And let's take our city back one at a time, but it takes everybody to work together. And we need to work with the police to make sure they got the information they need to do their job. We've got police chief now that I promise you, if you call him with a concern, your concern is heard. So definitely, let's look forward to that.
Let's cut back to Caleb and put him on the spot and ask him another question here. Caleb, I brought this up during the first show, and I don't know the answer. I used to, and I've forgotten it. When it comes to Labor Day,
Okay.
Why is it that you're not supposed to wear white after Labor Day? What is it? Do you do it?
If I knew I could phone a friend, and the first person I would call would be my wife. That's always been her rule. And
Yeah. You don't know why?
I don't know why. I didn't know
Do
that.
you follow it?
I only if she corrects me. I don't know.
All right, Lee, you've been married longer. Do you believe in this, and do you know what it is?
I don't know what it is, and I don't believe in it either. But I was taught that at 22 years ago.
It's talked about. Don't do it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't understand it. Now I know Billy Joe McAllister was wearing those white shoes when he jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge. Y'all remember that? I don't think he should have done it. But it's a Southern thing. Let's just see if we can figure this out.
So Terry says it doesn't matter anymore. That's kind of out of the window. So I remember I hadn't heard it as much as you used to, but now I wear whatever. Look, it's a good thing that I got a closet. I reach in there, grab something.
There you go.
I can't keep a white shirt.
No.
I eat and it's
Ketchup
on.
stains, yes.
You get it too?
Yeah.
It's just all
It's
right.
automatic.
You know, they make bibs for that.
Oh,
Not big enough.
Yeah, that's right.
all right. Here's what Uncle Google tells
Uncle
us.
Google.
Let's go here. It says that the no white after Labor Day rule is outdated.
Amen.
Can y'all believe that? Where wealthy New Yorkers wore white as a symbol of leisure and summer vacations, but returned to the cities in the fall and switched to practical, darker clothing. The rule was also a way to distinguish established wealthy old money from the newly rich. Today, the fashion rule is no longer observed. Huh. So it meant you had money at some point.
So we were actually
We should
following
own a
something.
white shirt.
So we were actually following something that came out of New York City.
Man, that reminds me. What commercial was that?
Paste and salsa.
Salsa. New York City.
Yeah.
I thought, I had in my head it was something about you go to jail. Do you remember the thing about of a broom sweeping your feet after dark, you go to jail? I thought it had something to do with that. You go to jail.
You're telling your age.
I know if you step on a crack, you break your mama's back.
I've heard that one too.
Heard that one.
It's all types
Yeah.
of rules, but yeah, you can't wear white.
No white shoes, no white purse.
But you're supposed to wear it for Easter, right?
Maybe that's when it starts back.
That may be it.
I don't know.
Things we don't know, but we're trying real hard to solve here.
I can get
1800s.
corrected on clothes real quick. I don't know.
Maybe that's something this good Gen Z's gonna bring back. Get rid of that rule
There we go.
and just wear what you want to.
Air conditioning, clothing, choice.
Keeping cool in the summer. I mean,
That
I can
makes- that
see
makes more
that.
sense. That
Dark,
makes more
dark
sense.
clothes
Sense,
absorb sun and
Because
kind of keep some heat
as
in.
Southerners, I don't think we ever copied anything from New York, did we?
I can't imagine.
It just
imagine.
it doesn't fit.
Well, we didn't have internet back then, so we didn't know where it come from. That's what it was.
That may be the case there, but a few of the things, while we're on the, not only do y'all have this little conference coming up, but each of you have something going on in church. What are some special events that y'all do at NorthCrest, and then I'll let you kind of give a spill of what y'all do.
Yeah, well, I mean, as a church whole, we have a lot of things going on. We have ministries for all ages. The biggest thing we host, it's not just a NorthCrest thing. We really try to push that. It's another county-wide event. Is Love Out Loud.
Yeah.
That we do in the summer, which I believe this year we have more churches involved and more people than we've ever had before in the somewhere between 13 and 15 years that we've been doing it. Long before I got here.
It was big.
So I know that's the biggest thing we do. And then we have the opportunity to host several things that aren't necessarily NorthCrest events. We just get to host, like the State Baptist Evangelism Conference is coming up in January, and we're going to host that this year, which is about every other year. Every 2 years we get to host that. So a lot of big name, I say big name preachers. I mean, people that are coming in. It's a great lineup of preachers. I don't have that in front of me, but every few years we get to host that, and it's a great time. People all
Now
over
you're
the
a
state.
youth minister as well.
I am, yes,
and
sir.
How many kids a week do y'all have on average?
Yeah, I mean, during the school year, we'll run somewhere around 75 to 85, just depending on the school year, time of year. I mean,
Right.
It's funny how that fluctuates. We do a big event at the end of January, beginning of February. formerly known as Disciple Now Weekend. We call it Surge Weekend. Just kind of the whole goal behind that name is we treat it as an opportunity, like a surge is a sudden jolt of energy. We want it to be a sudden jolt in their faith as beginning the school. I mean, middle of the school year, you're kind of getting wore down, you're kind of getting exhausted. Hey, let this event be a chance to come together. It's an all weekend event we do. So it's called Surge Weekend. We'll bring in a speaker. It's much like the Awaken Conference, except it's all weekend. And so we'll do that, and we'll have a guest band come in. We've been using the same group out of Kentucky called People of the Earth, and they're phenomenal to work with. Different speakers we bring in, and it's just a weekend saturated around the Bible and worship and fellowship. And so that's the biggest event we do for student ministry on campus outside of when we partner together with all the other churches.
And I bring Lee in, and I'll bring up Lee's past. Years ago, he used to tell you about another brick in the wall, and then he would transfer over and get led astray by Mickey Gilley with "Don't the girls get prettier at closing time?" And then at some point it hit you needed to be a preacher, didn't it?
Yeah, actually, and I had about a year and a half in between time where I was still searching, but yeah, it was back in 2017, 18 or so where I felt God calling me out of that business, radio, and into the ministry, and been the youth pastor at Midway Baptist Church since October 15th, 2018.
Doing a great, man, I always hear great things back, and I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I really am. It's so few people who can make that change. Especially, we're not spring chickens, we're not old, but, it's harder the older you are to transition into something else.
Yeah.
And you've done a fantastic job there with youth ministry, and I just wanted to congratulate you on that.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. And,
proud of you.
It's as any youth pastor will sit here and say, it's not easy all the time, but it's worth it. Definitely worth it.
Oh, absolutely.
And y'all have got something big coming up at Midway Baptist Church next month at the end of September.
Oh, we're helping out Bryce.
Yeah.
Yes.
Say that again now?
Bryce
Bowls
Butler.
for Bryce?
Bowls for Bryce.
What's that?
You'll have to get the information on because it is very new. So if you've got the information in front of you, go ahead.
Bowls for Bryce community fundraiser. This is going to be September 27th at Collinsville Fire and Rescue, but it's going to be soup, chili, bake sales, T-shirts to support ALS treatment and care.
Okay.
And that's going to be, I guess, hosted through Midway Baptist Church.
We've got a hand in it. Bryce is a member there at Midway Baptist Church, and Bryce and I were actually in an accountability group prior to me surrendering to the ministry, and I always enjoyed his time there, sitting across the table and reading scripture and just diving in and praying for each other, and we talked about that last night. We had an event at the church last night, a cornhole tournament. And,
okay.
How'd you do?
I actually was in the finals.
Really?
Yeah, and didn't win. We let a couple of teenagers. The key word is let. A couple of teenagers.
I heard that word.
Yeah, I heard that word let. Well, I'm going to plug in my church, and it's a few other Methodist churches. We mainly just host the event because of our location, College Park Methodist. They're on 19. We've got coming up middle of next month, and I'll get you the dates for sure. But we're doing our, again, Bible reading. We're on Wednesday.
Right.
We start Wednesday morning. And we do not stop reading the Bible 24 hours a day until the complete Bible is read.
Wow.
And it's normally
That's
on
really
Saturday early evening. So from Wednesday morning all day, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and you end up Sunday, it takes that long. And what we do is people sign up for 15-minute reading.
That's pretty awesome.
Have y'all thought about videoing that in case somebody didn't show you?
Yeah, and it was Scotty Ray's turn to talk, but he was out chasing crime. So, and what we do is we invite youth to come in during this particular time, decent after school before they go to bed, but reading the Bible from beginning to the end, nonstop, all the way through, is a huge thing. And we invite people to come by, stop in, sit down, listen to the Word. We've got a prayer tent, all this set up, so it's pretty good. And I'll get y'all some dates. But love to see y'all come out and see what we've got going on with that. But Daniel Switzer is the one that sent me that information and says, hey, ask Lee about this.
Now, do y'all also do the jailhouse ministry? Who does that? You host jailhouse ministry. Somebody made a comment. Do y'all?
We used to quite a few years ago, but not.
Someone else does that now.
Right.
It's a good thing to go and help out where you can on that. Already 7:45. We'll be right back. Let's face it, accidents are going to happen. If a deer jumps out in front of your car, go see my friends and professionals at Chet's Paint and Body Shop in Center Hill. Chet can help you navigate through this confusing world of insurance by providing photo estimates to insurance companies and the right to choose the body shop of your choice. From a minor scratch to a major collision, Chet has you covered. Chet offers quality repairs by trained and certified technicians with a lifetime warranty on all repairs. That's Chet's Paint and Body Shop. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, located at 910 Posey Avenue, has tons of lawnmowers to choose from. A big selection of zero-turn lawnmowers, power washers, and even barbecue grills. Step inside the store and see their complete line of Liberty safes along with those Browning safes. A large selection of Louis Vuitton purses along with satin shirts and bead sets. And tons to choose from for the outdoorsman in your household. And always a great deal on any type of jewelry you're looking for. And a private lobby for pawns for your confidentiality. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn.
Looking for a deal you can't pass up? Right now, drive off in a quality used car for just $299 down and only $299 a month here at Johnson Dodge Crosser Jeep Ram in Meridian. That's right, good reliable cars packed with features at a price you'll love. $299 down, $299 a month. Look, I'm not kidding. This is a real offer that our customers have taken advantage of for years now. Come see us today, Johnson Dodge Crosser Jeep Ram Meridian.
We had a small incident yesterday afternoon over by the Northeast Volunteer Fire Department. A call came out for volunteers with the fire department to show up an incident, a car versus a golf cart. You know, the first time you hear that, it's kind of scary of what you're going to find. After authorities got on scene, it wasn't as bad as it was. Did it happen? Yes, but it wasn't any major injuries. And so, bless it, everything turned out well on that. That could have been a whole different scenario. There's always a lot of golf carts whenever you get near a golf course. Of course, Briarwood Road is full of that. As you go down Country Club Road, there's going to be a lot of them in that area also. And you know, these major cities, this is starting to become a transportation way. They're quick, they're easy to get around on.
They, of course, you got to meet your requirements and everything else to make them street legal. But yeah, a lot of
Mine's
places
still in a box. I didn't.
Does it have is it a complete set?
Well, she bought the headlights and blinkers and all that, and I was supposed to install it, and that was 4 or 5 years ago. It's in a box though.
It's more street legal than your truck is.
Did you know we had Family Day yesterday?
Well, I was with my family.
Yeah,
somewhere else.
At Northeast Park yesterday afternoon, as you'll go out. This was held in only 6 states got this little event there. It was a tennis tournament. We found out about it at the very last minute there, but went on big turnout for it, and glad that worked out for them, though.
I'll tell you what was a great turnout, and that was we had James on here for the Boy Scouts of America. Friday they had the skeet shoot for fundraising for out there. And Daniel Switzer with Coca-Cola invited me and Deputy Chief Eric Hardy, termite, with Meridian
Those little
County.
things are harder to hit than you think. Unless you're Jed Clampett.
Yeah. Well, we didn't, we were not the high scorers, I'll say that. But we had a wonderful time, and thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Meridian Coca-Cola. I promised me and termites already got a plan. We're going to practice before next year.
Sure you are.
And we're going to get that number way up. But we had a great time. It was a great show, and that place was packed. Boy Scouts of America, you know, it's almost like church. You want to lead your children towards God, and you want to lead your children to be doing something good for their lives, and both the church and the Boy Scouts of America. Scouting of America is one way to start, and just want to help push that out. That man, it was a great weekend, and thanks Coca-Cola so much.
Hey, I didn't get pictures of the event. Well, I'm glad that went off though.
Did you know you have to plug these things in every now and then?
That's a raw rumor.
And
all rumor.
It takes you, for some reason they have to be charged.
Let me give you the identity, and we'll use the word allegedly, and because you just need to. The deputies, the situation that happened on Highway 19 South a few nights ago, to where they were going to do a safety checkpoint and they were shot at. They've taken the person into custody. Their mugshot has been released, and I thought we would put this up. Dakota Frasier has been identified as the shooter. As we go back to this, it happened around 9:48 p.m. Deputies with the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department, along with the Highway Patrol, were on scene at a safety checkpoint on Highway 19 South near the north end of Wilkerson Loop. They ain't been there but a minute. Gunfire broke out. Multiple shots fired. Now, I've heard different numbers, anywhere from a dozen to 14 to 15 shots fired, with possibly an AR was fired in their direction. One of the deputies' vehicle was struck twice. You know, this could have been a mass casualty because you're not expecting something like that on a checkpoint.
Exactly.
He was taken into custody. He has no bond. He is sitting in the jailhouse now thinking about what he done. Charges are coming, and we will see what happens. This is going to be presented to the grand jury at the next grand jury, and we'll find out what happens with this prosecution and where it goes from here. But that's I don't care about what the charges are. You can say what you want, but that's attempted murder of every officer that was on scene.
100%. 100%.
And this is not just, this is uncommon for our area for something like that to happen. We're, by and large, a very supportive of law enforcement in our areas. And it's shocking that something like this could happen here. Let's go to Collinsville. Did y'all hear about the gunfire? Oh, yes, sir, Bob. Just north of Collinsville in the 9500 block of Highway 19 North. Several individuals got into a verbal confrontation in a parking lot. Then it became physical. One of them whooped out a handgun and fired a shot into the ground. That's not something that you should do there. It's not nice. You're on Santa's bad list now. One thing led to another. Deputies showed up. One person was detained and taken in and charged with a misdemeanor, and they're still looking into this. This could have been a whole different scenario when you mix arguing and who knows what all is going on in a situation like that. It can turn out very differently a lot of times.
Yeah.
And it needs to be, as Barney would say, nipped in the bud. Nip it, nip it, nip it.
Nip it. Nip it. Then that's what I think is happening right now. We got a lot of nipping going on.
We should see some more police presence in that area. That's a sign of there could be more to come. So we'll hopefully all this will calm down after that. Let's go up to Philadelphia. It wasn't a calm weekend there. I got flooded with. Where are you, Scotty Ray? There's blue lights everywhere. Woof, woof, woof. Highway Patrol, Neshoba County Sheriff's Department, Mississippi Band of Choctaw Indians.
There must have been something in the water this weekend.
It was. Everybody wanted to run. What was that song? I got to run to keep from hiding.
Yeah.
What was that? You do know that. Don't act like you don't.
Sing it for us.
I got one more silver dollar.
Oh, Allman Brothers.
Ain't gonna let them catch
Allman
me.
Brothers, that's it.
The Midnight Rider. That was it. It took a while. But as we would do this, a male and a female were in our car doing their best to outrun the police. And at one point, he lost control. He made it out okay, good enough to where he could run. Boogie there, boogie there. Off he went. He's still on the lam. And we're waiting for word from Eric Clarke. He never gives up. But the female was taken into custody at the scene. And y'all should read the comments on this. This goes back to the buggy story. If you're breaking the law, you're breaking the law. And I read these comments of people that are taking up for people that were in the wrong. And it makes me go, we ain't never going to get out. This is just bad when people take up for criminals and blame law enforcement for what somebody done.
Before getting close to the end of times. You see right is wrong and wrong is right.
Yeah, and we're there, folks. It is too many times. Now, again, this girl, she's going to get out. She walked away from this, thank heavens. And her stuff is not all that bad. As we pull this up, let's look at this. This is the young lady that was taken into custody. And you can go there and read all those comments that you want there because it's a lot of them. Let's look at this of what they told us happened here. High-speed chase began on Highway 15 South near the edge of the city limits of Philadelphia. They would crash on Highway 16 near Pearl River Resort. According to the Neshoba County Sheriff's Department, the pursuit started when deputies attempted to stop the vehicle for a traffic violation. The driver refused to pull over. Next thing you know, we got a high-speed pursuit. After the wreck, the driver fled the scene, leaving the female. You don't do that, number one, if you're any type of gentleman. Apparently he's not. left the passenger behind. She's been identified as a 26-year-old Nikita Thomas. She's been taken into custody, facing several charges, including felony fleeing, possession of a controlled substance, and providing false ID. Now, what that means, let me translate that for you. That means not telling the truth of who you are.
Because probably under your real name, you have done something wrong and they're looking for you, and you were not supposed to be doing what you're doing now, so you had to come up with a fake name, and you're taking up for that.
Yeah.
People are actually taking up for that. I tell you, instead of taking up for these people, why don't we reach out and give them a help and say, look, you serve your time, and then let's find a way to straighten your life out, because no one's life should be living like that.
And do you realize how many lives were put at rest that were on that road? Just the average Joe, because somebody who's being chased is going to do whatever they have to get away. Also endangering law enforcement, and who knows who else.
Every person out there deserves to wake up in the morning, have a Coca-Cola, a water, a coffee, smile, not worried about what's happened in the past. Wake up, do what you want to do, enjoy life, and have joy in your heart and your family. Doing that can't be fun, because you're always looking behind you. And
look at that top comment there. Most BS thing she's ever seen. The passenger wasn't the one that fled.
No, but obviously she had something wrong. She was using a fake name. She broke the law. You're right, passenger.
Hey, we watched the other boy. Stop the car.
Yeah, you could, and it was live for him. He was trying to get out. He didn't want to, but there again, didn't he have problems with him?
Oh, yeah.
So he was also wanted.
And let me tell you another thing that happened yesterday that I hadn't even written an article on. Sit there and watch the whole thing. We had someone come out of Lowe's who borrowed something that wasn't theirs. There's some electrical things. They left Lowe's, piled into a car, 4 of them. So I think they caught on that somebody had watched, so it was ditched, and they went over to Ollie's and backed into the parking place to where they could get out. I had someone on scene who followed, watched them all through the store there, called the police, and as the police arrived, and they were clever. When they went in the store, they broke up. They didn't stay together. They all spread out over the store, different places, and they caught on to that they were being watched, and they come out. The last one to come out the door, he got stopped. They didn't take anything because they felt they were being watched, but that last one had some criminal activity in his past that got him some handcuffs, and he got to go on downtown. We got pictures, the whole 9 yards there. It's just amazing how people have no regard, and all that does is raise the prices for everybody else. Say something. You see something looks weird like that, somebody's report it, because it's just going to cost you more in the long run.
Don't interfere. Right. Don't go up there and try and make them stop. Don't do any of that. Just sit back and watch and make that phone call.
Here's a look at that situation on Highway 16 of a drive-by of it. See that stretcher, don't you? Checked out to make sure everybody's okay. But the case that we see so many times. We'll be right back.
Hey, welcome to Kia Meridian.
We're a family-owned business that's been serving the community for 25 years.
If you're looking for a new Kia, we have them. And if we don't, we'll find it.
No stress, no hassle, just the best deals. And right now we can get rates as low as 0%.
Shop local, get the car you want. And be a part of the Kia Meridian family.
Have you been wanting your own building, your own shed? Speak to our friends at Best Sadia Building, 601-728-1954. Now, they can custom build you a home from a barn-dominium. Maybe it's a shed that you're needing, or a simple place to park your car, a garage, a camp house. Maybe you need a place to park your tractor, your motorcycle, or even that lawnmower. They can custom design whatever it is you need. Quality work, trustworthy, Best Sadia Buildings. Speak with Drew, 601-728-1954. Grass cutting season is here, and if you need a new lawnmower, drop in and visit our friends at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have size yard you have. Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. From 48-inch all the way up to 60, or the X-Mark lawnmower. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Visit our friends at Freeman Tractor, Highway 494. Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. What was the things that went on 5th Street Friday? It was a lot. You would have it was like a donut shop sprung up out of the ground because everybody was there. I mean, everybody was there. And what was going on? And I'll break it down in simplicity and show you a video of this. They had a roadblock, what you call a safety checkpoint, set up in the S curve on 5th Street. It's that real sharp one there. And there was the sound of shots fired in the distance. And an officer stopped, and it sounded as though the officer was in trouble when they got out to check it out. So everybody picked up from the detail. Everybody that was sitting around the police station decided they'd come on down and help out too. Next thing you know, there was 48,000 police cars sitting there. And as we go here, let me show you the video. This is 5th Street, and I want to say 39th Avenue, right along in there. And as we show this, let me make this bigger where you can see this really good here if you're watching on TV. And of course, we see the police walking back across 5th Street here. Now, a weapon was fired there. And again, I was a little late because I could not get through the red lights. It was you know how your timing is wrong? Every red light that I got to, I got caught by. One person was arrested at the scene. As we described what happened, it was a tense situation unfolded Friday afternoon. There at the S curve, officers responded to 5th and 39th Avenue to a physical altercation between an officer and a male subject. There was a female cop there, and that's where they thought she was in trouble. They thought a shot had been fired, so they came quickly. The subject was quickly taken into custody. He would run inside the house with the weapon and hide it in a refrigerator. And the person who owned the house said, come on in, yeah. After the police officers went in to retrieve the weapon, oh, what's that on your bed? Oh, meth. I think somebody's got to go to jail. And that's how everything unfolded. There was I believe the gun was fired in the ground. To that nature, no one was hurt. But someone taken off the street that obviously needed to be. It was very dangerous. Everybody in the neighborhood could have been hurt with this, but it was quickly resolved. And again, when they show up in force, they show up in force. It was a lot of police that came and responded to this area there.
Yeah.
So that's the who, what, and when of what was going on there. I was trying to think. Oh, yeah. We talked about the golf cart thing because I got a lot of calls of why is everybody going up 39? And it was that because it sounded more serious than it was. We had several fires over the weekend. Let's go to 33rd Street here. As you'll see, the Meridian Fire Department responded to 33rd Avenue and Railroad. Total loss there as we see this. There's Chief Evans on scene as they assess this. They put it out as quickly as they got there. Them boys got fire hoses and they ain't scared to use them, y'all.
That Michael Ted's about like that Scotty Ray fella. He everywhere.
He is. He shows up, and they get those put out very quickly there. Now, one thing I wanted to go back. I'm not going to use the word that they used to use it in the briefing room at the White House, but we're going to come back. Remember that word she used to say?
Yeah, we're going to circle around.
You had to say it. Y'all got some more events that you're doing at NorthCrest Baptist also.
Yeah, so we're doing, back in March, we were challenged by our pastor to do what we're calling the Every Door campaign. And
now,
so,
what does that, explain that?
Yeah, so it started with a staff meeting where we were sitting and talking and just dreaming and praying over what might be the thing we need to do this year. And the thing we kind of all agreed on was reach our city. I know we've talked about the improvement of law enforcement presence in our community, but we really think the gospel is what changes things. We truly believe that.
Put your money where your mouth is, so to speak.
That's right. And so our pastor challenged us to knock on every door in the city of Meridian. And now that includes apartment complexes, everything. And so we are mid-swing. We're doing what we're calling a big day So once a month, we're going out. We're making it the big push once a month. We've got groups going out every Sunday, but that's the one Sunday a month that we're making a big push. And so we probably had 50 to 75 people go out yesterday, knocking on doors. That's somewhere around 16,000 doors that we're trying to knock on.
That was my next question: is what do you estimate it to be?
Yeah, so we have an app that we're using to help us see how many homes there are, and so we have around 16,000 that we see. Just seeing the addresses. That's we're just trying to make sure we knock on every door. We don't want to leave anybody out, and so we go to the door. And so me and a crew went out yesterday. We knocked on around 50 doors. You can't. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So we recognize we can't do all those doors in one day, but we've been working on it since March. We had a big push this summer. Love Out Loud. We knocked on a lot of doors, and then we're trying to hit that mark by December 31st. It's a lot of work, but
are the tracks a big thing still, or is that something that's still being used to pass out?
Yeah, so we use tracks a lot during Love Out Loud because there was a lot more conversation. We get a lot of no answers when we knock on doors. I mean, 2025, not everybody wants to go to the door when somebody knocks.
Yeah.
But we do have good conversations. And so we have some door hangers that we are putting on doors about our church. Part of it, the front side of it, is just telling you when our service times are, as well as how you can watch us if you want to check us out before you come in. And on the back side is essentially the Romans Road. It tells you what we believe and how you can get saved and how you can put your faith in Jesus. And so we've had some great conversations. And I would say it should be encouraging to the people of Meridian that the vast majority of our interactions have been positive. I mean, I can't think of enough to fill up one handful of negative. So everybody's been really receptive. Like I said, we're trying to just blanket the whole city, and so we had groups going out on every side of town yesterday.
We may need. Awesome. Let me interrupt this. We may need to revamp this whole process of how y'all do this, because y'all got a hidden gem amongst you that you've overlooked. That's Judge Nick Lisi.
Yeah.
As we all know, Judge Nick Lisi knocked on, I think, each house 7 times it was in his district during this. And this man knows how to knock on doors. I think he needs to be in charge of this. Nick, where are you?
Nick!
Hey, I'd love for Nick to go out with us.
No,
sometime.
they're not going to open the door if they see Nick. And the judge!
He can be bad for business.
We'll put a NorthCrest Baptist church shirt on him and let him, tell him, hey, it's about the gospel today, and we're telling people about Jesus. And we've had great turnouts. We've had a lot of church members getting involved, and it's just been a great opportunity to get to know our neighbors. But we've had, if you don't mind me sharing one interaction I had, I knocked on a door. This has been a few months ago. Me and a couple of staff people, we were walking around, and I knocked on a door. Lady came to the door, front door, which we always try to go to the front door. It's a little less, it's a little more formal, I guess. But she was having trouble opening the door, and we were kind of like, she must not come to the front door very often. We were kind of making light of it, I guess. Well, she opened the door. Well, this lady didn't live in that house. It was her brother's house, and her brother had just passed away. But we had the opportunity to come in at the right moment, kind of that divine appointment, so to speak, maybe, where we were able to come in. I mean, she had just lost her brother the day before. She had driven in, was trying to help go through some of his stuff at his house. We had a chance to pray with her. Just give her some comfort, give her some uplifting words. And that's really, we've had people get saved through this. People put their faith in Jesus. People come to church and been baptized through it, which is enjoying the church, which is like awesome. But then there's been times of just being able to encourage somebody, because we're all somewhere. If we're either been through it, coming out of it, or about to go in it. Right. And just being able to be there for somebody and let them know, hey, we're not trying to just say over here in our corner in our 4 walls. We're wanting to take the gospel to the city. And sometimes we get in the church, we can get caught up and think the gospel is only if somebody puts a first-time decision in Jesus. And hey, we're going to celebrate that. And if you saw any videos we posted during Love Out Loud or any time, that's one thing I love. People celebrate that and celebrate the baptisms. But it's also being there for those who are mourning. Blessed are those who mourn.
Yes, it is. A little guidance during that. So I'm glad that happened there.
Yeah.
Up and coming, we're going to tell you about the latest of Saturday Night Live. That's on the way next. Patrick Allen Companies has a wide selection of garage doors that will fit your style, add value to your home, and add curb appeal to your neighborhood. Patrick Allen also has top-of-the-line, energy-efficient replacement windows that will make your home look great while saving you money. We're family owned and operated, and we take pride in our work. 5305 Highway 145 South in Meridian.
For all your garage doors and replacement windows,
call Patrick Allen Companies. Safety, service, satisfaction.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Spring is here. It's time to get your lawn looking its best with Kubota mowers. Parish Tractor's Kubota Z232 KW42 is the perfect mower for a pristine lawn. And now, you can own one with payments as low as $95 a month. Visit Parish Tractor today and take advantage of this amazing offer. 2.99% APR financing now through 6/30/25. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more information.
More than a tractor store.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. It looks as though there's going to be a revamping at Saturday Night Live. I think most of us, I don't even watch it anymore, but it has gone to where it was funny and they made fun of everybody and were equal opportunities.
And everybody laughed.
Yeah. Now they've gone, and Lauren Michaels says, we're supposed to revamp this, and they're getting ready for layoffs and probably be replacing some of those with different people.
You know, there was some people had their feelings hurt.
It was.
They had to go to a safe space. Maybe this will toughen them up.
It's going to toughen something up. And maybe it'll be better for the show. Because it's been around since the 70s. And, you know, who can forget the Coneheads? And three wild and crazy guys.
Yeah. And the fire
Rosanna Dana, the fire marshal. And I can't think of a single thing in the last 10 years that's really made me laugh.
No, I hadn't even watched it. I can't believe it's still on.
They did do one skit one time to where when George Bush became president, where they done a thing. Was it Biden that was wandering around the White House and just sitting there? He was waiting on the next. That was kind of funny. But overall, it's changed. I don't get it. Yeah. We also, Fox News reporting over the weekend that we lost our last surviving World War II ace pilot. He has passed away at the age of 103. And I think you had to take down at least 5 or more enemy airplanes before you were considered an ace pilot. And he passed away. His name was Donald McPherson. God rest in peace. Served his country well. And we're losing those. It's less and less World War II veterans every day. It'll be one of those things, you know, like you see a picture of the last surviving person of the war between the states. You'll see that before long. It's not many left. And then that's what happened over the weekend there. Let's see. I wanted to bring this up. This happened and the sheriff put this out from Clarke County about a situation that happened at the jail over the weekend. They had an inmate that overpowered a jailer and another jailer, and then an altercation happened. Multiple units responded to the jail before they were subdued and put back in custody where they couldn't hurt anybody. And I want to say one of these, being a female officer, was hit. And it was by somebody that was arrested in the city of Quitman. It wasn't like it was an outside, or it was somebody within the city that had been arrested that attacked a jailer. So that situation has been resolved, and they were letting everybody know what happened in the early morning hours there at the jail in Quitman. So, that is not the job for me.
I'm glad they were okay, and
I carried 2 stun guns.
Be more than a stun gun.
Well, that's what they make you do now.
Yeah.
So have you been through that training?
Not that particular one.
I'm talking about where they shoot the little darts at you there and you get buzzed and lit up for a few minutes. Me and Greg would like to volunteer to do that to you if you would let us. Julia can watch.
So we did say that we would do that for a fundraiser for a group. That I would do that on a show for a fundraiser for a great cause.
Can Julia discharge this? Her and Greg do it together. I'm not going to do it because I've got an out on that of my previous heart attack. I couldn't handle that.
Yeah, y'all use that as an excuse. You and Greg both. My heart won't take it, so I'm here. I'm taking one for the team. You know.
But so you'll do it for a fundraiser?
I'll do it for a fundraiser.
Can me and Greg pick the fundraiser?
Okay. But it depends. It ain't the Scotty and Greg fundraiser.
Hey, you said we could pick.
It's got to be a good one. We haven't found the cause yet, Terry. So I want a good cause that will actually benefit from this, that really needs help, and I'll do it.
Shopping carts.
We actually talked about one earlier.
We did.
We talked about the Bryce Butler fundraiser earlier. I think it's just
get him on spot.
Hey.
I mean, sounds like it might be a divine appointment.
Light him up.
Light him up. What they said. Light him up.
You got any birthdays, Odie?
Woo! We did got some good birthdays coming in.
Oh! I need to wish my baby girl. She's having a birthday today.
I was fixing to say,
Page.
I better not have to be the one to announce that.
28 years old, that baby girl.
You know what that means?
I'm old.
Yeah, duh.
Thank you very much. I knew you were going to say it. 28. I can't believe that. Happy birthday, Madison.
Yeah. We also, Sunday, we had Steve Pike. Dino Harper had a birthday yesterday.
How was Dino? Do we know?
He didn't put on there. He said it was 30-something, and then, no, it was 40-something.
I'm getting shakes.
And then he was thinking it was the 50s, but he couldn't remember. So, happy birthday, Dino. Andrew and Christy Cooley, 23 years wedded together. You know, she's the one that made that famous banana pudding you like.
That's what I heard about.
Yeah.
So, it was good.
Tony Hogan's got a birthday yesterday, and Trista Butler had a birthday yesterday. Today we celebrate with Keisha Murphy, Jay Hollis, Gary and Karen Cummins, 35-year anniversary. Y'all know them from church.
Yes.
Madison Boyd, like you said, and Aiden Tew, 15, Elisa McDeal, sweet 16 today, and Marcy Garcia, 51. So happy birthday to everybody and happy anniversary. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. And normally I'll end this with a Bible verse, but I've got two people that's a whole lot more worthy than
we'll put Lee on the spot.
So we're going to pass that over, and he said he's got a Bible verse so good he's got it on his back.
Yeah, actually, it's probably about 3 years ago. I put a verse on the screen in our student room. It's Colossians 3:2, and I'm going to read the first 1 through 3 actually. But this past summer, we participate in Mississippi Super Summer.
That's what church says.
Right. Yeah, there you go. But that was the thing this year. That particular verse, Colossians 3:2, and when you're sitting there giving all the news of bad things, it's easy to sit there and gripe about bad things. It's easy to sit there and get your mind and just get down in the dumps of everything is going wrong in this world. Well, it is, but there is some good news too. So I'm going to read you for Colossians 3:1 through 3. It says, "So if you have been raised with Christ, seek the things above, where Christ is, seated at the right hand of God." Here's the big thing right here. "Set your mind on things above, not on earthly things. For you died, and your life is hidden with Christ in God." In verse 4, this is the best news that you can take if you're a child of God's. "When Christ, who is your life, appears, then you also will appear with him in glory." Amen. That's some great news.
Well, we appreciate that. Good. As always, a good word to start your day. You couldn't have it from two better people there taking care of us.
Exactly. We got Jace Knight, his 12th birthday just coming in, too. So happy birthday to Jace.
Also, in closing, I want to bring this up. I got another message about Richard Garner having another surgery, who was the gentleman that was hurt, if y'all remember, out at Twiddly Branch a few weeks ago. He's going to be going through another procedure at a hospital. Keep him in your thoughts and prayers as he faces this next step of recovery. Keep it close to your heart and keep a good word to the man upstairs on that.
Amen.
Any closing remarks that y'all forgot to do?
I would just say if you got a teenager, or whether it's your kid, grandkid, or neighbor, and tell them about the Awaken Conference coming up this Wednesday night. It has always been a great event. We know this year is going to be great as well. We got Tom Richter coming from First Baptist Church, Cullum, Alabama, and we have Firm Foundation leading worship. They're out of Shreveport, and they're going to do a phenomenal job, and we're just excited to be able to do that event again. This is the 4th year we've done it. We partner with all the Baptist churches in town and in the county and neighboring counties, and we expect to see a full house Wednesday night. So we
Sound
hope
of the
everybody comes
voice
out.
is welcome. Anybody that's hearing this is welcome.
Yes.
It's not limited to
you don't
one area.
That's right, and you don't have to just it's sponsored by Lauderdale Baptist, but we invite everybody. We'd love for all youth groups to be there.
And I thought I heard y'all discussing that lunch was on Brother Paul at Pizza Hut today, the all-you-can-eat buffet. What time do I need to be there?
I mean, give Paul a call. You never know.
Thank y'all so much for
Thank you. That's right.
Thank y'all for coming in this morning. And again, as always, thank y'all for being a part of our show. And we're coming back, aren't we?
Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. We love you. Hope you have a great day. We will see you then.